Hare Krishna, a warm welcome to all our viewers in the GBC Strategy Planning team, where we are actually
Hare
having
Krishna.
a focus on celebrating Kartik. And we've had a lot of different events which are in relation to Srimad Bhagavatam. We're talking about the Krishna book. We're also talking about Govardhan Parikramas. During the Prabhupada Disappearance Day, we had Srila Prabhupada in my live series. And today we are going to talk about Wonderful Krishna, which is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, verse 26, by Revathi Raman Prabhu. And a warm welcome to you, Revathi Raman Prabhu, on behalf of myself and the GBC Strategy Planning team.
Thank
To
you
our
so
session,
much,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Revathi Raman Prabhu is actually, he was born in a Sri Vaishnava family, who's a disciple of Jayapataka Maharaj. And he has been preaching extensively in South India. He has accepted several managerial duties in South India. And he has been a long-serving temple president of ISKCON Tirupati, and at present he is an executive committee member of the GBC, which is the highest managerial authority in ISKCON. And we are very, very fortunate and very grateful to him because he has a lot of duties, but he has still accepted to come be part and share his realizations with us. So I will not take much time. We have his detailed intro, in the stream when we have this broadcast. His detailed intro is actually available in the description. So we would request our viewers, if you like to know more, you can actually have a look. But I don't want to take time away from his talk, and that's why just a warm welcome to you, Prabhu, into our
Thank you,
session.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
We're
Hare
here to
Bol.
hear wonderful Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna to everybody. Namavom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Deshatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today I've been asked by GBC SPT to talk about Lord Krishna, the chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, Wonderful Krishna. So I've taken one verse from Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 26th chapter, verse number 1. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 26th chapter, verse number 1. Shri Shukam Vacha Emam Vidani Karmani Gopa Krishnasya Dikshate Atadbhirya Vidha Prochuhu Samyatya Suvismitaha. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, the covered men were astonished when they saw Krishna's activities, such as lifting Govardhana hill. Unable to understand his transcendental potency, they approached Nanda Maharaja and spoke as follows. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur explains this verse as follows. During Lord Krishna's pastime of lifting Sri Govardhana hill, the covered men simply enjoyed the spiritual bliss of Lord's activities without analyzing them. But afterwards, when they had returned to their homes, perplexity arose within their hearts. Thus they thought, now we have directly seen child lift Govardhana hill and we remember how we killed Putana and other demons, extinguished the forest fire, and so on. At the time, we thought that these extraordinary acts occurred because of a benediction from the Brahmanas or because of Nanda Maharaja's great fortune, or that perhaps this boy had achieved the mercy of Lord Narayana and was thus empowered by him. But all these presumptions are false because an ordinary 7-year-old boy could never hold up the king of mountains for 7 whole days. Krishna is not a human being. He must be the Supreme Lord himself. But on the other hand, child Krishna loves it when we coddle him. And he becomes morose when we, his uncles and well-wishers, simply worldly covered men, do not give him attention. He appears to become hungry and thirsty, steals yogurt and milk, sometimes plays tricks, tells lies, chatters childishly, and tends the calves. If he is actually the Supreme Lord, why would he do these things? Don't they indicate that he is an ordinary human child? We are totally unable to establish the truth of his identity. Therefore, let us go and inquire from the highly intelligent king of Vraja, Nanda Maharaj, and he shall free us from our doubts. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the covered men thus made up their minds, and then they entered Nanda Maharaja's great assembly hall and questioned him as described in the following verses. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, my dear friends. So wonderful Krishna. Wonderful means in Sanskrit, Adbhutam. When Krishna manifested himself from the womb of Devaki, and when Vasudeva saw Krishna for the first time, he chanted one verse. Tham adbhutam balakam, ambujekshanam, chaturbhujam, shankagadadi, yudayudam, shivassa lakshmam, galashobi kaustubam, pitamaram sandra, payodi saubhagam. The meaning is, Krishna was so wonderful. His beautiful black hair, curly hair, beautiful eyes, lotus eyes, Chaturbhujam. As a child, he was holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. Shivasta Lakshmam. He had a beautiful decoration on his chest. Shivasta. Kaustubam. He had a beautiful dollar. Kaustubha jewel. Pitambaram. He had a beautiful yellow garment. Sandra Payodi Saubhagam. Everything is wonderful with Krishna. Krishna is so special. In Bhagavad Gita, if you take 18th chapter, 74th verse, Sanjaya says, ending. I have heard a wonderful conversation between two souls, Krishna and Arjuna. And so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on end. Krishna means Adbhutam. His name is Adbhutam, wonderful. His beauty, his personality is wonderful. His message, Bhagavad Gita, is wonderful. His leelas, his activities are wonderful. Everything is wonderful with Krishna. Krishna is so special. Krishna is simply beautiful. But who is this Krishna? We know his Krishna is God. Who says he is God? He says himself in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo, matta sarvam pravartate. I am the Supreme Lord. And I create all these material worlds and spiritual worlds. And Arjuna says, Oh Lord, you are Parabrahma, Paramdhama, Parabrahma. You are the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Godhead. Paramdhama, you are the Supreme Abode. Pavitram, you are very pure, my Lord. Paramam, and you are the ultimate. Bhavam, you. Purusham, you are the real person, real Purusha. Shashvatam, and you are eternally there. Divyam, and you are transcendental. Adidevam, you are the original God. Ajam, you're unborn. Vibhum, you're the greatest. Who says this? Arjuna says this, and further he says, Ahustam Rishi Sarve, Devarishi Narada Sata, Asito Devala Vyasa, Swayam Chaiva Bhavishyame. Lord, these things I heard from Narada Muni. Asita, Devala, they have mentioned about your greatness, that you are the Supreme Lord. Today I've been hearing from you, my Lord. This is a verse from Bhagavad Gita. So Lord is complete. One who is complete in all appearances is known as Bhagavan. Aishwarasya Samagrasya, Virasya Ashashasyaha, Jnana Vairagyashaiva, Sannam Bhagamitim Gana. Vishnu Purana says, Krishna is all wealth he has, is all powerful, is all fame, is all beautiful. He has all the wisdom and all renunciation. He has all wealth. Lord says, I am the one who created this material world and spiritual worlds. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. Very powerful, very, very powerful. And he's very famous, And one author says, a Vaishnava says, if we take all the water, consider that as ink, and take the sky as paper, and keep on writing Krishna's glories, it is not sufficient. And it's been told in the scriptures, Sheshanag or Ananta Shesha, from time immemorial, with his 1,000 tongues, is glorifying the Lord. Even today, he has not finished it. He's so famous. And beautiful, Krishna's beauty is stunning. Nava Yavanam, very charming, very beautiful eyes, Padmanetra. Everything is beautiful with Krishna. Cupid has 5 arrows. If he shoots at somebody, immediately they fall prey to Cupid. The lust arises in their heart. So once Cupid wanted to try on Krishna, he came to Krishna, he took his arrow and he was aiming at Krishna to shoot an arrow on Krishna. But seeing beautiful face of Lord Krishna, especially his eyebrow, Cupid saw the eyebrow of Krishna. It was so beautiful, he fainted. That's the beauty of Lord Krishna. And his wisdom, he spoke Bhagavad Gita. He spoke Bhagavad Gita to Sun God. When? Hundreds of millions of years ago. Then he spoke to Arjuna. And he gave Vedas to Brahma. Renunciation, he is not attached to anything. He loves everybody, but he is not attached to anything. He loved everybody in Vrindavan, but he left Vrindavan. And same Krishna, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he left his young wife. He left his old mother. He renounced the world and took sannyasa, and he started preaching the holy name of the Lord to everyone. That is Lord. So to know about Lord Krishna, that is the real Rajavidya. To know Krishna, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that's the Guhyam. Everything connected to Krishna is Pavitra, very pure. And somebody knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is known as Uttama Purusha. Uttama means he has raised from this material world. He is above these 3 modes of material nature. So everything with the Lord is wonderful. Adbhutam, Adbhutam. And what are the qualities of the Lord? Lord qualities are very special. See, we are all here. What happens? This body dies in the course of time. Every day the body is polluting, is decaying. But Krishna body never decays. Because that's Satchitananda Vigraha. And there's no death for Krishna. These bodies, we die, we take birth, again we die. But Krishna is always there in his original, beautiful Satchitananda Vigraha, original body. And Krishna never ages. He is always Nava Yavanam, always like a 16 years old boy. And Krishna never laments. There's no lamentation for him. And he never becomes hungry or thirsty like us. These are the qualities of God, Krishna. And he's never unlawful. Always his actions are beautiful, correct, and he never changes. Whatever he thinks is very firm on his decisions. Today morning, I was just going through this wonderful Krishna of Srila Prabhupada Bhagavatam. So amazing. When he was 1 year old, he killed Putana. 1 month old, he killed Putana. Putana came to kill Krishna with the poison. on her breast, but Krishna sucked the air out of her. He killed Putana when just 1 month old. 3 months old, he killed Sakatasura, another demon sent by Kamsa to kill Krishna. He came as a cart, but Krishna kicked him and killed him. And again, 1 year old, he killed Trinavarta. Trinavarta, whirlwind. He came as a whirlwind to steal Krishna, to kidnap Krishna. Krishna killed him. Again, 2 years old, he killed Vatsasura, a calf demon. Krishna killed him. And 4 years old, when Krishna was, killed Bakasura, a gigantic bird, came to kill Krishna. Krishna killed. When he was 5 years, Agasura, a python demon, came to devour Krishna, but Krishna killed this demon. 6 years old, Dhenukasura, an ass demon, Krishna killed along with Balarama. 7 years old, he lifted Giri Govardhan. And by lifting Giri Govardhan, he exhibited to the world who exactly he is. Lord is very simple. Lord Krishna, see, God doesn't want to be a God. God wants to be very simple. He wants to love everybody. He loves everybody. And what he expects from us? Simply love from us. That is God. God wants to be just a cowherd boy in Vrindavan, playing with the boys, tending the cows, running around. And in Govardhan Lila, he showed himself, he is the God. Now and then, Lord shows that he is the God. And in Govardhana pastime, he removed the false ego of Indra. Krishna doesn't like the false ego. Krishna loves us. Krishna loves us, but he hates our pride. Pride is there, we'll be away from Krishna. Krishna doesn't want that. Like mother loves the child, but mother hates the disease of the child. That Krishna doesn't like our pride, but Krishna loves us. So, at the age of 8 years, Krishna performed rasa dance with gopis. At 12 years, he killed Kamsa. You see his pastimes. And everything is wonderful. He married to 16,108 queens. Can you imagine? When I was working in Bosch company, one of my friends used to drink and come to the company. Early in the mornings, he used to smell of alcohol. So one day I asked him, "Hey, my dear friend, what is this? Why you drink?" He said, "I'm married to 2 wives. I have 2 wives. When I go home, these 2 wives will be fighting always. And sometimes along with these 2 wives, my mother, she joins. When I go home, all the 3, they fight and they come to me for justice, whom to support." So every day this was happening. So one day I got so fed up, I drank alcohol and went home. When they came to know that I'm drunk, I took in the wine, they all got scared. Nobody spoke to me. I slept peacefully. Just imagine, 2 wives, people suffer a lot. Krishna had 16,108 wives. And he was smiling all the time, loving all the wives. And he had 161, 80, that is 1,61,080 sons. He has so many sons. And Krishna, he decorates himself very beautifully. The main attraction of Krishna is peacock feather. Even on the crown, he has the peacock feather. What is this peacock feather? Why Krishna wears peacock feather? Peacock feather, nobody can wear peacock feather. It should be on Krishna's head. Or sometimes, for pranks, Radharani wears peacock feather, some pastimes. Or it can be on cow. Peacock feather is very special. What is the speciality of peacock feather? Because, for example, we have hair. This hair has coloring, which is called pigmentation or pigment. But peacock feathers, there's no pigment. These are small barbs, like twigs, so beautifully arranged. When the sunlight falls, or any light falls, it reflects. One barb reflects, it eats onto another twig, another barb, it reflects, a multiple colors are formed. Who can design like that? From peacock feather, we can understand there is intelligence behind. Man can create everything. He can do many things, but he cannot create one peacock feather. I was told when Darwin, when he saw the peacock feather, his head was reeling. Couldn't speak. He was dazed. What is this? He could not understand the peacock feather. Because the peacock feather tells there is intelligence behind. And no man can create a peacock feather. So Krishna says, yeah, I am the God. I am the God. You know, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu. You know, Bhoktaram Agnatapasam Sarvavak Maheshwaram Surdam Sarvabhutanam Natmamam Shantirachati. And Lord Krishna says in Gita, if you want peace of mind, if you want to be happy, understand I am the Bhokta, enjoyer of all the sacrifices. Yagnatapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, I am the Supreme Lord. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Maha Ishvara, I am the Supreme Lord. And Suhurdam, and I am friend of everybody. If you understand this much, Arjuna will be peaceful. So Giri Govardhan, he lifted. So once during Prabhupada's time, Mother Jadurani approached Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I can paint Krishna, I can paint this Govardhanagiri. Prabhupada said, please paint. And she painted a beautiful picture, Krishna carrying Giri Govardhan, and showed it to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada looked at the picture and he started smiling. Because Krishna with the left hand is carrying the Giri Govardhan. And Krishna is having a lot of muscles. You know, he's having biceps, triceps full, like a bodybuilder. Prabhupada laughs and tells Jadurani, Krishna doesn't need anything. Krishna is a beautiful 7-year-old boy. He will not have triceps and biceps, all these muscles. No. We see these weightlifters, right? They carry weights. We have seen, they can't smile. They carry, all struggle, faces turn red, hold it for a few seconds, and they drop it. And they're sweating. But Krishna lifted Giri Govardhan for 7 full days, day and night, with left hand, small finger. Why is left hand small finger? This is the weakest part in the body. Krishna was telling Indra, I can handle you with a small finger. I can crush your false ego with a small finger. So that's wonderful. And Krishna delivered Nalakovara and Manigruva. Because Narada Muni, out of his mercy, he cursed Nalakovara and Manigriva, sons of Kubera. Why? Pride. They're so rich, real aristocrats. They're drunk and they're playing the beautiful woman. When Narada Muni came there, they never bothered even to cover their bodies. They were naked. So Narada Muni felt very sad. Oh, this is your status? And you being sons of Kubera? What a pity. What a pity. You are supposed to self-realize with that beautiful body. What are you doing? Anyway, I curse you now. Actually, Narada Muni's cursing is blessing. But the Narada Muni cursed to become trees in the backyard of Nanda Maharaj's palace. And Krishna goes there, the Damodara pastime, he liberates Nalakovara and Manigriva. So Narada Muni and Krishna, they're all on the same page. All the pure devotees and Krishna, they're on the same page. Krishna loves the pure devotees, and pure devotees always meditating on Krishna, and Krishna always meditating on pure devotees like Narada Muni, like Prahalad Maharaj, Mahajanas, Srila Prabhupada. Always, Krishna says to Durvasa Muni in Srimad Bhagavatam, Sadhavo Hridayam Mayam, Sadhana Hridayam Toham, Madhyanate na Janati, Naham Nyebu Managapi. He tells this to Durvasa Muni in the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj. Oh Durvasa, I'm always meditating on sadhus. They are in my heart, and I'm in their heart. These sadhus, they don't know anything but for me. And even I don't know anyone but for sadhus. So this way, on the order of Narada Muni, Krishna delivered Nalakovara, Manigriva. Lifting Govardhana hill is a wonderful pastime. Liberating Nalakura and Manigriva is a wonderful pastime. And again, Krishna, when he came to Mathura, after finishing the pastimes in Vrindavan, he came to Mathura to punish Kamsa, kill him, and establish Ugrasena as king. There he came across a hunchback lady, a lady with a hunchback, Trivakra, or we call Kubja. Krishna, what he did actually? She was carrying chandan for Maharaj, Kamsa. Krishna asked for some chandan. She gave a little chandan to Krishna. Krishna applied, and Balaram applied. And Krishna just blessed her. She got a beautiful body. Hunch was removed. Hunchback was gone. She was looking pretty, very beautiful. But what happened? The lust arised in her heart. Oh, Krishna is looking so beautiful, so handsome. I should have some nice time with him. She invited Krishna to her house. Krishna says, not now, I'll come later. Later, Krishna goes there. Krishna already removed her hunchback. Now, Krishna, what happens? He goes to Kubja's house, Trivikra's house. Then she invites him, gives nice reception, and takes water and washes his lotus feet. The moment she touched Lord's lotus feet, the lusty behavior or lustiness in the lusty feelings in her heart was gone. By just remembering Krishna, by chanting his name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the lust in the heart will go away. It will be vanquished. There's the power of Krishna's name, Krishna Lila, everything. And another miracle, wonderful thing Krishna did. That is, he brought his spiritual master, Sandipani Muni's son, back to life. Krishna says in Gita, Mrityu Sarve Harascham. I am the death. I am the cruel death. If you accept me as Shyamasundara, fine. If you don't believe me, fine, no problem. But I'll come as a death. Krishna, whether you believe or not, Krishna is there. And another pastime, Krishna killed Kalayavana, a demon. He came to kill Krishna, but he got killed. And Muchukunda, he was sleeping eternally. He wanted to sleep. He woke him up from his eternal sleep and gave devotional service. Krishna saved Parikshit Maharaj from Brahmastra. When Parikshit Maharaj, he was in the womb of Mother Uttara. Then Ashwatthama left a Brahmastra. Then Krishna went inside the womb and protected Parikshit Maharaj. And gave darshan to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj is another great devotee. He is also known as Haridasa Varya. Giri Govardhan has a title. Radharani calls him as Haridasa Varya. He is expert among all the devotees of Krishna. Parikshit Maharaj is Haridasa Varya. And Yudhishthira Maharaj is a Haridasa Varya. The three Haridasa Varyas. So anything you take with Krishna is wonderful. Srila Prabhupada once asked his disciples, what is the guarantee Krishna is there? One disciple said, Prabhupada, you are saying Krishna is there, we believe it. Oh, I'm an old man. I tell many things. So another devotee said, Prabhupada, it is there in Bhagavad Gita. Oh, Bhagavad Gita Krishna wrote. It's quite old. What is the guarantee? What is the authenticity of Bhagavad Gita? Then one devotee said, Prabhupada, I feel Krishna. Prabhupada said, that's it. One should feel Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, by studying Srimad Bhagavatam, by discussing Krishna Katha, by eating Krishna Prasadam, by worshipping the beautiful deities of Radha and Krishna, serving them, we get the feeling, being with Krishna. Prabhupada said, always one should feel Krishna's presence. That's possible only when we get the blessings of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. Once Srila Prabhupada gave a class on 12 Mahajanas. After the class, one devotee got up and said, Prabhupada, thank you very much for a wonderful class on 12 Mahajanas. Prabhupada, you are the 13th Mahajana. Prabhupada looked back at the devotee and he said, you are the 14th Mahajana. Who is a Mahajana? Mahajana means who knows Krishna thoroughly, who knows devotional service to Lord Krishna is a Mahajana. Swayambhu Narada Sambhu, Kumara Kapila Manahu, Prahlada Janako Bhishma, Balir Vayasaki Vayam, the 12 Mahajanas. But he called, this devotee called Prabhupada, you are 13th Mahajana, and Prabhupada called, you are 14th Mahajana. How come there's 13th and 14th Mahajanas? Srila Prabhupada approved. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, anybody can become Mahajana if they follow the principles given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not just limited to 12 Mahajanas. Why Mahajana? What is the speciality of Mahajana? You are their wonderful devotees. Krishna is wonderful, Mahajanas are wonderful. They are very, very special because they don't know anything, but Krishna is very pure. Always they want to liberate the world, help the people. A Mahajana or a pure devotee, a Vaishnava, is a Paradukka Dukhi. He is always in bliss, but his dukkha is others are suffering. I should liberate them. That's it. So we should follow. If you want to make our lives very wonderful, very nice, then we should follow Mahajana. Dharmasya tattvam nihita guhayam. Mahajana enagarsa pantaha. If you want to know the real devotional principles, essence of all devotional principles is hidden in the heart of a Mahajana. You got to hear from him. You got to take direction from him to practice devotional service. And another wonderful thing about Krishna, when Yudhishthira Maharaj performed Rajasuya Yajna, different services were allotted to different people. For Bhimasena, he was in charge of cooking. Duryodhana, he was in charge of treasury. Sahadeva, he was in charge of reception. Nakula, he was in charge of storeroom. Arjuna, he was taking care of all elderly people, their comforts. Draupadi, she was in charge of food distribution, prasadam distribution. Karna, he was in charge for giving charity. You know what Krishna service? You know, astonishing. Supreme Lord. His service was washing the feet of all the guests. Whoever comes, he just wash their feet. That is Lord. He is the greatest, but he is the most humble person. Very, very humble. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Tarunadapi Sunechena, Tarorapi Saishnuna, Amanina Manudena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. If you want to make your life wonderful, very cheerful, happy, really Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, jolly life. Prabhupada says. Krishna consciousness, jolly life, always happy. Susukam kartam abhigam. Susukam. Sukam means happiness. Susukam means super happiness. Kartam abhigam, Lord says. So Krishna is showing, washing the feet means be humble. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Trunadapi Sunichena. Be tolerant and be humble. Give respect to others, not anticipating any respect in return. Such a person can constantly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Krishna was washing the feet of the guests. That is Lord. Lord is so special, so wonderful, so great. Once during the Rajasuya Yajna, there is a tiff between Pandavas and Kauravas. Who will serve the food? After serving the food, who will remove the leaves? The way people eat the food on the banana leaves. Who will remove the leaves? So Kauravas said, you should, Pandavas, you should remove. Pandavas said, no, you should remove. Kauravas, you remove. Why we should remove? So there's a misunderstanding. So Pandavas approached Lord Krishna. What we should do? Who should remove the leaves? Krishna says, Pandava, you remove the leaves. Always be humble. Secret of Krishna consciousness is 3 words. Humility, humility, humility. When we read Srila Prabhupada's Lilamrita, we understand what a humble person he was. Yesterday was Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day. Yesterday we read this Markena Bhagavata Dharma. When he was in the ship, he wrote the poem addressing Radha and Krishna. Krishna, why are you taking me to this place, America? Hellish place. These people are full of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. What I can speak? I can't speak anything. Unless you bless me, you empower my words, then I can speak, my Lord. He says so many things. Beautiful poem, and finally writes, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Take all the pure devotees, very humble. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, that is Prabhupada's guru, he used to tell his disciples, Dasosmi, I'm your servant. So that his Lord is very humble and he wants his devotees to be very, very humble. Very, very humble. Who can be humble when there is no false ego? Being humble and being tolerant, that means false ego is gone. Only such person can constantly chant the holy name of the Lord. That means he is with Krishna all the time. As Rupa Goswami says, never forget Krishna, always remember Krishna. For that, these two qualities are very important. Be tolerant and be humble. Then the false ego is gone. Then you can chant and be with Krishna all the time. All the time. So here we understand these Brajavasis, Gopas, were wondering, who is this boy Krishna? He is killing so many demons. He lifted Giri Govardhan. So let us check with Nanda Maharaj. So when they approached Nanda Maharaj, who is your boy? He is doing such a wonderful, amazing pastimes. Who is he? Just imagine lifting Giri Govardhan for 7 days. How is it possible? Who is he? Then Nanda Maharaj says, yes. During the naming ceremony, Gargamuni told me, your child is not ordinary. Already has taken birth in other yugas. He was born as in white color in Satyuga. Treta Yuga, he was red, the red color. And another yuga, he was yellow color, Pitavarna. Now, he is in black color, Krishna. So he has the powers of Narayana, is as good as Narayana. And he'll bring all auspiciousness to all the covered men of Vrindavan, Gokula. So Nanda Maharaj knew my child is not ordinary because he heard from Gargamuni. At times, in Nanda Maharaj, he used to get doubt. How he can be so powerful? How he can be God? How he can be a demigod? How is it possible? Night times, some thunder means he is jumping over me and falling on me, crying, Baba, Baba, Baba. He's holding his mother, Yashoda. He's so scared of the thunder, storm. Once there was a fight between Sridama and Krishna. Sridama beats Krishna. Krishna falls down. Then Krishna becomes very angry. He says, hey Sridama, what do you think of me? Sridama says, who are you? Then Krishna says, I am God. Then Sridama laughs loudly and tells his friends, other Gopas, oh, see, look at him. He is God, it seems, he is God. Just now I beat that God, he's on the floor. What kind of God he is? Every day I can fight with him, I can beat him. If your God come, once again we'll fight. Again Krishna gets up, again they fight. Again Sridama beats him, he falls down. Then Krishna says, you don't know who I am God. Again Sridama laughs, you're God? What makes you God? You don't know I killed Putana? I killed Aghasura? So many times you don't know? The Sri Rama says, that's not your power. Because Nanda Maharaj and the Yashoda Maya and all the Gopas and the Brahmanas, they prayed. And the Govardhana became very light. It went up. And you put your finger and you got the name. And the demons, because of Yashoda Maya prayers, it happened. They got killed. And you are taking the credit. You are taking the credit. So this way, they had such a loving relationship. Nobody thought he is God. And now this is a Kartik Mass, Damodar month. The Krishna was tied by Yashoda Maya, Damodara. Dama means rope, Udara means stomach. Yashoda Maya tied Lord Krishna to grinding mortar. And later on, out of the pastime, when Yashoda Maya untied, there is a mark on his waist, the rope mark. They say, because he loved Yashoda Maya so much, he wanted to remember that pastime all the time. He wanted that mark, rope mark on his waist. So, but his friends, they should laugh at him. Hey, look at this fellow. There's a rope mark on his waist. So Krishna used to pull his dhoti up and cover it, in front of his friends. So when you go to South India, Srirangam in Tamil Nadu, Lord Ranganatha has that beautiful mark of the rope on his waist. If you ask the pujaris, they'll show. So everything with the Lord is wonderful. Take Balaji, I'm in Tirupati. Balaji, he got the name as Balaji from this verse, Tam Madbhutam Balakam, Ambujekshanam Chaturbhujam. Balakam, Bala, means child. Child. So Balakam, Bala. So in North Indians, they say G for respect. Balaji. Balaji is Adbhutam. Very Adbhutam. Every day, minimum 100,000 people come. Everything is very grand about Lord Balaji. He is Krishna himself. When Srila Prabhupada, in the year 1974, he came to Tirumala, when he saw Balaji for the first time, he said, Balakrishna. He is Balakrishna. Because he has a beautiful face, like child's face, with a beautiful smile. Beautiful eyes, lotus eyes. But most of the time it is covered by tilak. Only on Thursdays, they put a small tilak, the eyes are opened. So Damodar month, you go to Vrindavan, you'll see so many thousands and thousands of devotees, everybody chanting the holy name, doing parikrama. What a wonderful thing. Thousands are doing parikrama, Govardhana parikrama, Vrindavan parikrama. Everything about Krishna is wonderful. Go to Jagannath Puri, so beautiful. Lord Jagannath, huge, magnificent deity, beautiful deity of Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra. Every throughout India, you can see so many beautiful temples of Lord Krishna. North India, Badrikashram. West, Dwarka. East, Jagannath Puri. South, Tirupati, Srirangam, Udupi, Guruvayurappan, Rameshwaram, everywhere. And there are so many pastimes of Lord Krishna. Each temple, there are so many pastimes he has performed. Since I am from Tirupati, I'll conclude with one Balaji pastime. Ananta Alvar, a disciple of Ramanujacharya. He was sent by Ramanujacharya to Tirupati to take care of Balaji's garlands, to make garlands, because Balaji likes nice garlands, flowers. Please go there and make garlands, offer it to Balaji. That's all the service. So he comes here with his wife. So he makes a small kuti. This 1,000 years back. And one day he's digging a pond to collect some water. He was building a tank. So he was digging, removing the mud. Our wife was putting the mud in the basket, carry on her head, go nearby, drop it and come back. That time wife was carrying, she was pregnant. So Ananta, the crowbar, he should dig, remove the mud, wife will drop the mud and come back. This was going on. There comes a young boy, 16 years old boy. He comes to Ananta and says, Prabhu, can I help you? Ananta says, no. It's my service to my Lord. I don't need any help. Please go. Prabhu, give me some service. I'll help you. You must be tired. I'll dig for some time. Sorry, please go. Don't disturb. Then he goes to Anantalvar's wife. She's dropping the mud. Mother, can I help you? She says, no, my dear son. It's a commitment between my husband and me that we do the service to the Lord. We'll dig the pond. Mother, you're pregnant. And you're carrying such lots of mud and dropping it here. I'll carry for you. No, my husband doesn't like these things. Please. No, go away. Mother, be kind. Give me some service. I would like to help you. How? Mother, you bring the mud. Come, off the way, give it to me. I'll go and drop it and be there. I'll come back and give the basket. You go back, fill it up and come off the way, give it to me. I'll drop it and come back. This way, I can do some service for you unto the Lord. She says, okay. So she's collecting the mud, Paramanantalvar, on her head. Comes off the way, gives it to this boy. The boy goes and drops it and comes and gives the empty basket to her. This was happening. After some time, Anantalvar sees and thinks, how is that my wife is coming back so fast? So holding the crowbar in his hand, he follows his wife. Then he sees his wife handing the basket to this boy. Then Anantalvar, he becomes very angry. Hey, you boy, I told you not to disturb our service. Why are you disturbing us? He's so angry, he throws the crowbar. The crowbar cuts his chin. And the boy starts running. And Anantalvar, I'll not leave you, I'll catch you. I'll catch you today and tie you to the tree and give some lashes. I'll not leave you. So Anantalvar is running behind him. And his boy is running. Anantalvar is running. Finally, the boy runs to the temple, Balaji temple. He runs inside the temple to the sanctum sanctorium, altar. He walks inside the altar. He runs to the altar. He goes inside the altar. Anantalvar, even he enters the altar and looks for the boy. He's not there. He looks all around. The boy is missing. Then he looks at Balaji, and from Balaji's chin, blood is oozing. Oh Lord, it was you. The boy was you. And I beat you with the crowbar. I'm so sorry, Lord. He falls down, offers his obeisances, and starts lamenting. Then Balaji speaks. No, Anantalvar. I wanted you to beat me with a crowbar. It is my plan. So there will be a permanent mark on my chin that I have been beaten by my devotee. Lord, but the blood is oozing. He brings some camphor and place it. This mark will be there eternally. Whoever comes to my temple in the future for darshan from today onwards, they will see the white camphor on my chin. And today, any Balaji picture you see, there's a camphor on his chin. So that all the time, when they see the chin, they should remember Anantalvar. So wonderful. Lord loves his devotees so much. He says, Naham tishtami vaikunte. Naham tishtami vaikunte. Yoginam hridayeshuva. Tatra tishtami Narada, yatra gayanti madbhaktaha. O Narada Muni, I am not present in Vaikuntha. I am not in Vaikuntha. Yoginam Hridayeshva. I am not in yogi's heart. Tatra tishtami Narada. Where, where I sit, where I go. Yatra gayanti madbhaktaha. Where they sing my glories, my devotees. I am with them. I am always with my devotees. Nothing else. So Krishna is wonderful. His name is wonderful. His pastimes are wonderful. His qualities are wonderful. And his devotees are wonderful. Everything connected to Krishna is adbhutam, wonderful. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki cha. Srila Prabhupada ki cha. Nithai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Prabhuji. That was so enlightening. And especially, I think, this when you were speaking about Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how he's so perfect, he's Adbhut. I was actually making notes about, these beautiful qualities where you spoke about the Cupid, that how Krishna enchants the Cupid, how Krishna is full of wisdom, and we can understand that through the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is completely renounced, which can be understood by how he left Vrindavan to establish Dharma. And this beautiful, I didn't know actually about this very wonderful thing which you shared about the marks of the rope on Krishna's waist, which were always there, and they were actually a symbol of love, that he always wanted to remember Mother Yashoda's love for him. And how you so wonderfully also took us on that journey to Balaji. You mentioned about Jagannath Puri and Vrindavan, and how Krishna is, wherever Krishna is, he's so perfect. And you explained his beautiful qualities through the wonderful stories. So thank you so much for this enlightening 40 minutes of journey into the wonderful qualities of Krishna. And we are so grateful to you on behalf of the SPT. And we just hope to you and to all our readers that you have a wonderful Kartik festival. And for those who have actually missed this lecture or who actually want to share it, with different devotees or their friends, can actually do it. It's available on the Facebook page of the GBC SPT. It's on the website, the gbcspt.com, and it's also available on YouTube, the GBC SPT channel. So we hope that you can continue. We still have a lot of series coming up, as in a lot of more exciting lectures from the 10th canto of Bhagavatam till the end of Kartik, and we also have the Govardhan Parikrama and different parikramas coming up. So please stay tuned and relish all these wonderful pastimes, and all these wonderful nectars which are offered from the GPC SPT on behalf of this season of Kartik. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Wonderful to have
Mataji.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.